So the psychology of technology is an area that I have been researching and discussing for approximately a year. So what it focuses on is how technology is not going away. And how that's going to affect behavior is that it's going to make people more disconnected, which is going to translate into different types of fraud. So insurance companies, financial institutions need to be aware of this, and they need to adjust their strategies accordingly. So technology, we'll start there. We know right now 15 billion devices are connected. That's going to grow to 50 billion in about 2 years. Technology is not going anywhere. Everything's connected, the IoT. So what that's going to do is create an environment where it makes it easier for people, for a psychological perspective, to commit fraud. This is based on psychological and criminological theory, which states that when people do not feel empathy towards their victim, then the crime is more likely to be precipitated. So what's going to happen in this environment with technology and psychology is that the counter fraud community must focus strategies accordingly. So what can companies do? Firstly, insurance companies can look to find those vulnerable areas. Start with the onboarding process and work all the way through claims and settlement. Find those vulnerable areas where a fraudster could capitalize on, kind of fall under the radar. Secondly, financial institutions like banks, they can know their customer because they don't know what their threat is. So if they know the customer, which means they develop a profile of specific customers, but also their customer base, they can develop that cognitive fingerprint. So they know what's normal. That way, using technology, they can find what's abnormal. So you have to KYC, know your customer, to KYT, know your threat. So utilizing those strategies, financial institutions, insurance companies can absolutely leverage technology to fight fraud.